Hey guys, so today I'm servicing my Look Keo Easy Pedals. So I thought, why not make a how-to video on how to do it? So firstly, what we're going to do is you need to take them off your bike, because obviously that's going to make it a hell of a lot easier to get into the bearing. And what we're going to do is determine whether it needs servicing or not. For example, mine was making a clicking sound, which was rather irritating, and I think it was just because the grease is getting a bit dry inside. For example, when I move this now, it's very smooth, like it's spinning around like this, as you can see. Hopefully you can see that. It's very smooth. And now, this is one with grease. You can see it doesn't even move that much. And that's better. From what I've researched online, that's better, that it doesn't move so much. Anyway, I'm just going to show you the way I was doing it. So firstly, you're going to need to grab a spanner. Okay, so you're going to need a ring spanner, which has several little grooves like this, as you can see. Hopefully you can see that. Different grooves around there. And then you're going to also need just a normal regular spanner. So I guess they design it like this so you don't muddle them up. Anyway, like I said, I did that one already. So you're just going to untighten that. I think one is clockwise, one is anti-clockwise. And I think that the one which goes on the right, I think that would be the one on the right. I think is clockwise, but I might be wrong. You need to just find out which one is which. Anyway, so once you've undone that, you're gonna be very careful because it is a plastic thread, and it comes out like so. Now you're gonna see that this part here is maybe got a little bit of grease on it, or it's either really dry. Make sure you apply a decent amount of grease because I'm not going to be using oil. You grab your grease like so. I'm just going to quickly clean it. Take off any excess. You can use a degreaser as well if you want. I'm just going to leave the old oil on there. It'll work just like so. Now we're adding on the grease. Make sure you add a decent amount of grease, I think, personally, because that way it's going to be very smooth. It will be difficult to get it inside the pedal, but I think it's better. Just add a dab, not a lot, just literally wipe it onto the middle part, and then I'm just going to add a dab of it right there. Like I said, I'm not 100% that this is the right way to do it, but I think it's going to allow it to be a little bit, have a less of a wobble to it. It just allows it to be a lot more stuck into the pedal and gets rid of the creaks. Right, now that you've added it to pretty much all of the bearing, what we're going to do is take the old pedal and just clean it. Grease again. Like I said, I'm just going to use a heavy amount of grease because I want to make sure that I don't have to resurface it. Now you're going to go inside. I don't know if you can see this. You can just push the grease down. You could just apply the grease onto the edge here and then push it down with the spindle like this. But I'm just gonna make sure it's all up in there. Now you've applied the grease. Now I did watch a video that you can apply oil, but I'm going to be using grease because I think it's better for it. But anyway, you can try out different methods and see what works for you. Then it might be difficult to push the bearing, the axle back into the pedal. That's just because the grease is obviously getting in the way of it. So just wiggle it up in there and just make sure you push it back in and just tighten it up. And be very careful when you don't want to cross thread the plastic because it is plastic like that. Now it's going to need a spanner to do the rest. Right, and you don't want to over tighten it, just enough that you feel like, yep. So now you're going to apply a dab of grease onto the thread. Put that back there. Take our Allen key. Very handy, this Crank Brothers toolkit, because I can basically service the bike while you're on the road. Now obviously as you're pushing down you're going to be tightening up the axle, tightening up the thread, so you don't want to have it too tight anyway. Just enough that you feel like, yep, that's on there.